Hello and welcome to IamWoke. I'm your host Emelina, and today we're going to go through an Akashic Records reading on behalf of humanity for the solar eclipse on December 14th. Let's jump right in.
Akasha is Sanskrit for ether, the substance from which all things are formed. The Akashic Records are a sacred, multidimensional library of light where there is a record or database of every thought, action, and intention for all souls. There is a record of all past, current, and future events in all timelines and all dimensional space realities.
And so we do acknowledge the forces of light. We are asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth, and so it is revealed for the highest good and the highest good of everyone connected to us. O Holy Spirit of God, please protect me from all forms of self-centeredness and direct my attention to the work at hand. Help me to know humanity in the light of the Akashic Records, to see humanity through the eyes of the Lords of the Records, and enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that the Masters, Teachers, and loved ones of humanity have for humanity. The records are now open. Hello, dear ones. We are here to share with you many important messages, at least one that will resonate for you while moving through this beautiful solar eclipse and approaching the new year. We would like to share with you where you have been, where you are now, and where you are going. From this perspective, you can choose into the active reality that you wish to partake in. In the past, dear ones, the conditions of the astrological climate have been not hostile, but not gentle either. They have been a little more tumultuous and looking to pull up the shadow aspects of yourself so that you can see them and address them and move through them. It's very much like if your home is a messy mess and you are looking to be more productive in your activities and you want your mental space to feel clear, you would go through your home and tidy up and remove the dust and take out the old trash and go through your clothing and give away things that no longer work for you. This is the process of the last at least 6 months for you, dear ones. You have been cleaning your energetic home, the home of your soul and your mental body and emotional bodies. Many of you have been carrying around mentalities and thought processes and emotions that are eons old, very old, many past lives that have gone unresolved, the karmic lives that come back into this life to give you the lesson so that you can clean up the energetic presence and the angers that tie you to those positions of your past or future realities. Many of you have been cleaning old karma, dear ones. You have been sweeping up the cobwebs of what you once were in another life, somewhere else, maybe perhaps in different areas or aspects of the galaxies. Most of this has showed up for you subconsciously in subconscious dreaming, meeting people you don't know in this life, but you see in the dream space, creating new dream realities that seem real but slightly altered like a parallel because they are. You've been working through what it is to process the larger amounts of karma for yourselves and for others on behalf of the collective. At this present time, it is important for you to flow with the energies that come through you. Do not stop the process or halt the process of release. Many releases will come through. We know that that is not always a pleasant process, but we would urge you to remember that the release is temporary, and when you allow the energy to move through your body and your emotions, it exits, it leaves, and it processes its way out of your system. In its wake, it leaves momentum and energy to be used for more positive things, the manifestations that you've been looking to create, the law of attraction that we know many of you are very familiar with. It releases the energy to be used for future projects, for things that you want your attention on, for when you are moving forward, looking to manifest a new reality. If you have any of your attention in the previous realities that are no longer working for you, whether that is you actively thinking in your mind of past experiences in your current life that haven't been working, or subconsciously if you are constantly processing the past lives versions of yourself, future versions of yourself that were not working as well, aspects of your realities incarnate that were going unresolved. Whether you are conscious or not about your multidimensional self, you are resolving these realities. The beauty of how the soul works is that it can be resolved in the dream space. It can be resolved in the back of your mind and moving forward as you are acting in this reality. There are elements of the realities that overlap, that when you handle an action or a behavior, or you change a part of yourself in this reality, it cascades through the remaining realities, resolving the aspects that were left unresolved. This is a more complicated conversation, dear ones. We hope that you at least understand just us touching the surface. We can speak for many, many hours on these topics. We would call this solar eclipse period the Great Sowing, where you are taking your seeds and your crops and you are planting them for next season's harvest. The difference between this eclipse and the other events through the year are that because of the work that has been done through the last 6 to 9 months energetically on all of your behalfs, there is much less competition fighting for the space in the soil of the mind, both at the collective level and at many of you at the individual level. So those of you that have been doing this work, doing this energetic cleanup, as we would call it, cleaning house, you have very little competition in the soil of the mind where you are planting the new ideas to be fertilized and worked with so that you may reap the benefits of them in about 6 months and prolonged over the next 2 to 3 years. You will see many of these flowers and crops and harvests be ready at their peak potential in 18 months or less. This period right now is setting up this space of your reality in this physical plane for the next 18 months. So we would love for you to think for a moment of who you'd like to be. Where would you like to be? What reality would you like to choose into? And by that we mean you can sit for a moment and reflect on, in 18 months, what position would I realistically like to be in? Do I want to move my home? Do I want to change my business? Would I like to start a family? These are the questions you need to begin asking yourself, whatever the question is for you. Where would you like to be in 18 months? What would you like your life to look like? The point is to go big, but not so big that you wouldn't believe the reality you're creating. Stretch your consciousness and dream and imagine as big as you feel is possible without going way past that point and into what we would call more the dream space. Not to say that you can't create a very vast reality, but the way that the subconscious mind works is that it has to believe the reality that you are imposing on it. For if you don't believe it in the back of your subconscious mind, the impressions will do very little for you. So keep it believable, but go to the complete outer limits of that believable territory. This is a great opportunity for you to sow the seeds of the future you'd like to create in just the next year and a half. We are on a very rapid playing field, dear ones. The things that you are creating now are ready to move quickly, like we said, because there is very little competition on the mental plane for yourself and for others in this territory. So much has been cleared up, dear ones. The denser, darker energies of this planet have been in a purging process, and you have all collectively been supporting in that purge and release to help the planet as a whole, as well as all of the people and animals upon it. We are saying, dear ones, we know in the past it has been more difficult for you to manifest, and it will be less arduous now. It will be much easier. A word of caution for you: when it is easier to manifest, things move quickly, which means if there's a reality that you don't want to create and you have your attention on it, it will magnetize right to you. All of your fears will be charged with 10x energy, just like your desires. We are giving you this fair warning, for it is important to not have your attention on things that you do not want, because they will magnetize just as quickly as the things that you want. So remember to audit your emotions and audit your thoughts for just every moment of the day. What you could do for 1 or 2 days or even a week, I believe we suggested in one of the last videos, is to pause and reflect and jot down in a notebook all of your emotions and how long they lasted throughout the day. So in the morning, if you wake up cranky because you woke up late or because you woke up early, whatever it is, write it down. Woke up cranky, 15 minutes. And then let's say you had a joyous occasion because something came into your email inbox, somebody wanted to pay you for something that you've been looking for, or whatever it may be. Oh, I was happy. 20 minutes. Maybe you were happy for 20, whatever it is. Log the emotions. And what will happen is you'll start to see a trend. If you do this for more than one day, you'll start to see that generally speaking, your capacity for joy is, for example, 20 minutes during the day. And perhaps your capacity for complaining is 2 hours during the day. We're giving you an example. It is up to you to actually audit your own emotions and see the reality that you are personally creating. What we'd like to bring our attention to is in the example we gave, let's say perhaps you've been investing in 20 minutes of joy and 2 hours of complaining. If you were to audit that and realize for the whole week, every day you invest 20 minutes of joy and 2 hours into complaining, you would quickly realize that your reality will start to produce more complaining for you, because your investment, your quite literal physical time investment, is that you are willing to invest 4 to 6 times more in things you don't want in the complaining than you are in the joy, in the things that you do want. And it's important to look at the reality of what you are creating right this moment so that you can make an active, quick change for your future moments. When you go to do this audit, look at it, and then any complaining, remove from your day. Stop investing in realities you don't prefer. Do not invest in realities that cause you to feel bad. Invest in the joy. Create more joy in your day. You can even fake the joy. Your brain most of the time does not know the difference. Even if you're faking joy, it will literally start to register that joy is coming. More joy should be anticipated, and then joyous, miraculous experiences will magnetize their way to you. Invest in the things that you want. And we know if you are watching this video that you want joy, you want relaxed, happy, peaceful energy, you want the money to come to you easily. We know you, dear ones. We know you want the resources easily, so expect them easily. Do not place your attention on when they don't come easily. Let those things go. Even if they happen, they can happen passively, and you can just let it go, and then place your attention back on, look at how easy it is for me to attract money, resources, joy, love, and abundance. We wish all of these beautiful things for you, dear ones. We are preparing many higher frequencies on this planet. This is the Arcturian Council channeling through Emelina. We did not introduce ourselves earlier because Emelina is aware of who she is channeling. However, we would like to say that our council specifically, among many other Arcturian and Pleiadian and benevolent starseed beings, but we have been very focused on increasing the light quotient of the planet. We are actually seeding very much of the expansive, new wave, high light quotient energies on the planet that are now accessible, that have not been accessible before. This is a gift, dear ones. The planet has been handling them. Many of you are so expansive in understanding your multidimensional selves and multidimensional realities. So with this, we would like to impart to you that you can connect to these higher frequency energies. All you need to do is think about them and ask for connection. Ask for the frequencies to be downloaded into your fields. Even just connecting to this video, if you give permission, we will automatically send those frequencies to you. They feel light, they feel airy, they are more floating energy. It will feel as if you are floating in your body. You still must remain grounded. We do encourage active grounding, speaking with Gaia the planet, touching trees, grounding through trees, exercising, doing physical activities for this energy, although is beautifully high, needs to be integrated into the physical body. It does feel very high. It is more crown chakra type of energy. We are happy to disperse this to those of you who ask. All you need to do is ask in your mind, and we will connect with you. Another note we have to pass along: if you are having difficulty experiencing more joy and you want to experience more joy, but you feel like you're clinging to the complaining, it's almost as if there's a tar of complaining energy that's stuck to the psyche of many of you, where it's an addictive quality, but it's very sticky. So when you go to touch it and pull it off, you end up with more tar on your hand now, where you were trying to pull it off of your shoulder or wherever it was. That's like the visual that we're giving you. If you are having trouble with these energies and you want to feel more joy, simply ask. You can ask us. We would be happy to create the container of more joy for you. In essence, us in combination with your guides, whatever you are comfortable with asking, or those that you ask for assistance, will remove the stickiness of the complaining energy. We have a physical example that Emelina has encountered recently, actually with her dog. Her dog's paw had stuck in some gum, and there was gum and gunk all inside the dog's paw. And this is very similar to what we were saying, the sticky complaining energy. The gum was stuck everywhere, and Emelina could not get the gum out of her paw. With a little bit of research, she realized that by putting oil on the gum had solidified, and in the process of it solidifying, it became less sticky and less able to transfer, and then Emelina was able to effortlessly pull the gum outside of her dog's paw, and the dog was happy, and Emelina was happy, and everyone was happy. The point is that these sticky energies are only sticky as long as you continue to engage with them. They are much like a soft chewing gum that has been pre-chewed, as disgusting as that example is. So the idea here is when you reach out to us, when you reach out to your guides, ask us to facilitate the hardening of this energy, the hardening of the complaining tar-like energy that many of you are stuck with. And in the way that we harden it, you, or with our assistance, if you just ask, can remove this energy from your fields. Just literally see yourself plucking it out of your fields and dropping it down all the way to the center of the Earth's core. See it go down a pipeline from your core, your root chakra, all the way down to the Earth's core, and then see it being incinerated in the fire of the Earth's core. This is a very simple exercise that will allow you to remove any of this sticky, lower frequency energies from your experience. They are only a nuisance so long as you continue to play and engage with them. Let them go, harden them up, ask for our assistance, and then pluck them out and send them all the way down to Earth's core. This will help you very much, dear ones. And just remember that once they are gone, to not re-engage in the present in complaining. Do not engage in gossip. Do not think, ponder, contemplate whatsoever the things you do not want or do not prefer to show up in your life. Let it go. Anytime you think about one of these thoughts, what you can simply do is to cancel out your subconscious from receiving them more permanently. We would impart with you to say cancel, 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 or delete, delete, delete. When these thoughts come up, you can go delete, 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 and it literally helps remove the thought from your process and cancels out whatever you were previously thinking. And then just imagine yourself grounding all the way down to Earth's core again, and you will be reset again. The purpose is, once this has gone, do not go looking around to bring it all back. As we said, the fear energies are highly magnetized, as well as the very, very cultivated attraction energies are also very magnetized. For example, now may be a great time to play the lottery for many of you. Emelina is thinking in her mind right now, how could we possibly say that? That is literally how magnetizing these energies are right now. They are just, the energy isn't only magnetized positive, it is magnetized all over. So just keep that in mind. Keep your minds clear. Keep your hearts happy. Invest in joy. If you are not feeling happy for any reason, another very quick exercise you can choose to do throughout the day is just journal the negative thoughts. There is nothing wrong with actually writing them on the page. They won't all of a sudden manifest in your reality. They only manifest when you continue to think them in your subconscious, and that impression stays with you. Now, if you were to sit down for just 5 minutes and write out everything that you were disturbed by in a journal, it actually allows those thoughts to materialize in the journal itself, and they will be let go, and your mind can see how absurd they are and actually disassociate from them. It's very healthy. We recommend this exercise as well to help you move along with these energies, to help you manifest the dreams that you are looking for that can become your reality in the very short, very near future. We are very excited for you. This is a beautiful time of cultivation and sowing your dreams for actually what is a short manifestation process. Most of these will come to their, not complete climax, but the full harvest will be in 18 months. There will be a harvest in 6 months, actually every 6, so 6, 12, and 18. And with the greatest harvest in 18, that's a very short manifestation cycle, dear ones. We generally think in terms of eons. So 18 months for you is it's a blink of an eye. You know, you can change your life in the blink of an eye. It's just over a year. It's really beautiful. Really, really take this time to sit and contemplate who you desire to be surrounded by, who you want to be with, where you'd like to live, how much money you would like to make. There is nothing weird about asking for more money. It is spiritual to ask for more things that support your abundance and the life you want to live. You don't need to worry about being too materialistic. You are materialistic. You are in physical form. Part of being in physical form is to have physical experiences and physical needs. So be sure to enjoy those. We truly are sending so many beautiful light codes to you. You can increase your light quotient at this time. Feel free to connect with us. We are here for you, dear ones. We're happy to help you. With this, we are going to part ways. We have much to do in many areas of the galaxy, but we send you many, many, many blessings. We are so happy that you are here with us to receive this transmission. Again, if you need anything, please call on us. We love you so much. Sending so many loving frequencies through this video. Bless you, dear ones. Bless you. Goodbye now. All right. This is gonna be a great solar eclipse. As always, if you love this video, please remember to tap that like button. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below what resonated with you from this video. Remember to tap that bell for notifications and subscribe so you don't miss any future energy updates. Until next time, guys, happy holidays, happy new year. I will see you soon with a new energy update and some other fun yoga and metaphysical videos on this channel. See you later. Green juice, we love our green juice. There is kale and pear and cucumber and celery in this, and I'm almost done. It was absolutely delicious. You gotta get your vitamins somehow, right?